everybody. I told you on the chat yesterday that we are going to be doing a Civil War project. So I wanted to get on and just explain to you what that's going to entail. I figure a video is easier than me just typing all of the instructions out, because we all know sometimes you guys don't read all the instructions. Okay, so this is how it's going to work. You will have all week to do it, a full week. And next Friday is Easter break. So we do not have anything planned for next Friday or the following Monday. So I would like for you to be done by next Friday. That's plenty of time for you to figure out what you're doing and to get it done. Now, if you're not able to get it done, just let me know and we'll kind of extend it a little bit. But the following week, so the Tuesday after Easter break, we're going to start back up with social studies. So you don't want to get totally bogged down. You want to do it this week while you have time, okay? So here's how it will work. I made a spreadsheet and I put all of the subjects on one side and I just plugged all your names in down the other. So what you're going to do is you're going to get into the assignment and there will be a PDF file down below or a photo, I can't remember, but it'll say like topics or something. So if you get in there and you pull up the spreadsheet, you'll see your name and go straight across from your name and that says your topic, okay? So you might have Abraham Lincoln, or you might have Jefferson Davis, or you might have the Battle of Gettysburg, or one of those things, okay? Now, you might get something you've never ever heard of, which there's a pretty good chance. If you're not super into history, Civil War history, then you might not even know what it is, which is great because then you get to research it and figure it out. Okay, you will be researching and coming up with how you're going to present your information. Now, before we get to the presentation part, I want to tell you about where to find your graphic organizers. Okay, so I will upload a bunch of different graphic organizers. They're all very similar. They all look something like this, okay? But if you have a person, obviously these are going to be different things than if you had a place. So for instance, this one is Jefferson Davis. It's a person. So it says like birth and death, place, time, where were they born, where did they die, tell me about their early childhood, their education, politics, north or south, were they, things when they were brave, how did they sacrifice, what are their major accomplishments, what is their legacy? A legacy is like something that you're known for, okay? Every person, if you have a person, you will have all these things. So I just put a generic one on there that it'll say person graphic organizer. So if you have any person, Harriet Tubman, Ulysses S. Grant, Abraham Lincoln, you'll get onto the person one and either print one of these or make your own. But write down these things on your paper, okay? I don't care if you have this actual paper, but what I do care about is you are going to be writing down a ton of information. Now, this is where our opinions of a ton are going to differ because some of you will write one sentence and that's not okay. There is so much research that you need to do into the person or the place or the thing that you have that you will fill up this whole paper, okay? Even if you need extra paper, you can add a paper to it. But do not just write one thing on here and then move on because this will be turned in at the end also. Okay, so if you don't have a person and you have a place, say maybe you have Arlington Cemetery, or you have like the Battle of Gettysburg, that's an event, then there will be a different graphic organizer that looks similar to this, but it will be labeled differently. So I put on like all the people had the same questions, so I just put one on there and put person. And if it's an event, I will put on there, event graphic organizer. If it is like the Merrimack and the Monitor battle and Hampton Roads, those are different battles. And so what I'm going to do is I have a different one for that one. So there will be 5 or 6 graphic organizers on there. Just make sure you get the right one that goes with your topic, okay? And if you're questioning whether you have the right one, just send me a quick email or a text and I'll tell you which one you need, okay? Okay, let's go to ideas for presenting your topic. Okay, I will also have a list of ideas. I went ahead and uploaded this on here and it will say idea list or something. I can't remember how I saved it, but You'll know what it is when you see it. So you can make a brochure. You can make a PowerPoint or Google Slides. You can do a Prezi. I've never done a Prezi, but I know that some people have played around with technology and you guys know how to do a Prezi. You can do a diorama. That's where you make a model of something. You can write a 3-page paper. I doubt any of you will choose that, but maybe some of you do, okay? You can make cupcakes or a cake. Like one time somebody did the Arlington Cemetery and they had, they made a cake and it looked like the actual Arlington Cemetery. So I thought that was pretty cool. You could do a history board, just like a science fair board, but a history board. You can make up a play. You could do a newscast. You could pretend that you are a newscaster. Not that they had them back then, but pretend that you're reporting out on what just happened. So maybe you have the Battle of Gettysburg and you're reporting out and telling us the information as if you're a reporter and you just, it's like breaking news. There was the Battle of Gettysburg or whatever. Okay. A really cool one is called the Wax Museum. And I am also uploading a video of Mrs. Tui doing a wax museum for somebody named Ginny Wade. And you guys just wait till you see this. It's a ghost story. You have to be quiet when you listen to it because it's kind of scary. So Mrs. Tui acted it out. She took on the persona of Ginny Wade. And I filmed her and she set up this whole setup and talks about how she was baking bread during the Battle of Gettysburg and all these things that happened. And it turns out that she died. Newsflash, she died. And they see her ghost quite a bit around those parts. So you'll have to watch that video. You can do that. You can dress up as your person and report the information that you've learned through a video, which is so awesome. And you guys know how I feel about dressing up. So that would be really cool. Make a puppet show, do a poem, make a timeline. There's a lot of things on here, okay? So I'm putting this whole list on there. You can look at this, print it, do whatever you want with it. But you need to decide, number one, so you get on, you figure out what your topic is. Number two, find the graphic organizer you need for it. Number three, you can research it, start deciding. You probably want to do your research before you decide how you're going to report it, but some of you might decide beforehand. Some of you might say, hey, I know I have a person and I want to do a wax museum and I'm going to have my mom film me and my little brother's going to help me. You can do that. Totally. So the two things you're going to turn into me is number one, your, whatever your finished product is. If it's a science board, then you're going to have to take a picture, a really good picture, and send it to me. Okay. If it's a cake, you're going to have to take a picture and send it to me. If it is Google PowerPoint or, a slideshow or anything electronic like that, you can send it to me. And I want to put it up in our class page so that people can look at them. I think it's going to be really cool if people see your finished product. Now, if you're super skittish about having people see it, then you can tell me that. But I really, really, really want you guys to be able to get in and see other people's things. And so that you can be like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. I love that. And give each other like positive feedback. So be thinking about what you want to share with others because I really want that to be part of it too. Okay, so you have all next week to work on this. Try to have it done by Friday. Let me know if that's an issue for you. This will be all of your social studies for the whole week. So I will be giving you separate math things like we always do. Every day there'll be something different with math. But this will be, and I'll probably have you reading a little bit of other stuff, maybe doing some things online. But this will be all of your social studies for Civil War, okay? So I will be uploading some videos daily maybe, or every couple days, some information about the Civil War so you can kind of get an idea of like, how did it start? Because if you're only researching one part of the Civil War, you're not going to understand how it all fit together. So I will still be doing that part. But the part that you're working on is you're going to be doing your project, okay? I'm super excited. It's going to be so cool. And I can't wait to see what you put together. Okay, the last thing I want to say before I go is do not choose something that forces your parents to go find it somewhere. If you want to do a big craft thing or a diorama and you don't have the stuff, do not choose that. I don't want your mom going to the store unneeded. Remember, we're not supposed to be going anywhere. We're supposed to be staying home. And your parents are supposed to go only to the store if they need to. Like, I don't want them going special places just to pick up stuff for your project. That's not my intention. So choose something that you can put together on your own at your house, and it's not going to be a big crazy thing, okay? Also, this is not your mom's project. This is not your dad's project, and this is not your sibling's project. This is yours. So I want you to do a really good job. And remember, I want you to fill up your graphic organizer with research, okay? Make sure that you are researching in good websites. I will try to include as many websites as I can that have just good information that are safe for kids, that I can put links on there for you. But just make sure you're using the internet appropriately. Anything else? I can't think of anything else. Okay, you guys, I'm so excited to see what you do. I'm so excited. I am just really hoping that you guys don't just slop something down and be like, here's my project, because I'm gonna look at it and go, that's not a week worth of work. I think you can do better. And then I'll probably send it back. So do a good job. Let me know if you have any questions, and that's all. See ya.